Hey guys, so it's time here to do a speed test comparison and camera test between the LG V10 and the Sony Xperia Z5, my beloved golden trinket. So we can see how these two compare here, and we're just going to start them both up at the same time. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I think these two could be quite close in terms of the performance, coming with a little bit more RAM in the V10 versus Snapdragon 810 in the Z5. I have installed the latest updates on the Z5 as well. So that should improve the performance of the speed and the camera. But you can see the V10 still boots up very fast here. But before the update on the Z5, there was a lot of lag associated with the starting up. But since this come down 152, this seems to have gone now, so it's a lot faster, just the way it should have been at launch really. But nevertheless, we can see as well the Android updates, everything should be up to date in terms of the everything basically, so you can see that. So basically just going to open up some apps here and have a look at how the performance is on both of them, starting with WhatsApp. So that was a Z, 1-0, 1-1 should I say, 2-1 to the V10, 2-2. So that was too close to call. 3-2 to the V10. Very nice performance there. 4-2 to the V10. That was a little bit quicker on the going to the camera. 5-2 to the V10. Messaging 6-2. I noticed it took some time to come up there. I think we do have some other things such as Twitter. 7-2. See, we're keeping count here. Weather. So that was probably 8-2 to the V10. What else do we have? Snapchat. Again, 9-2. So I think you can see here the V10 is pretty awesome when it comes to the raw speed, even though the chipset is a little bit kind of lower end. 9-2. What about Asphalt? So it looks like the Asphalt was a bit quicker here on the left again. Which is nice. Also FIFA, I think we have that. Whoa. Oh no. This isn't what I think I'm seeing, is it? Ultimate fail. That is an ultimate fail. to restart on a speed test. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So Z5, I think, has thrown a missile here at the V10 and restarted it. Hopefully that was just a one-off, but we'll keep our eye on it. I haven't been dunking it or anything in any substances. Let's try that again. So I think the Z5 definitely wins here with this one. Maybe it was FIFA that caused it. So I'm going to give the Z5 that one because it didn't restart, like a fail. What else do we have? I think generally you can see here the V10 did very well until it did fall over. So probably still scope for improvement when it comes to the Z5 when it comes to the raw speed. But we do have the Z5 Premium obviously, which might pose better performance, who knows. We can have a look at the web browsing. So both of them load the page here very nice and quick. Maybe the V10 doing the rendering a bit quicker at the bottom there. But I think pinch to zoom very nice and smooth here on both of them. So about the same going into a link. So I think the V10 here a little bit quicker to load Verge. But going into the link seemed to be faster on the Z5. Phone Arena. So render fail here, but very nice rendering on the V10. GameSpot. So quite similar here, not massive difference I think. Both of them not necessarily speed demons when it comes to this particular website for some reason. One more, GSM. So maybe the F10 loaded that a bit quicker there. But not a huge difference really at the end of the day. I could say that there is one, but there isn't. At the end of the day, you can see maybe the Z5 wins a few of them, maybe the V10 wins the other ones, but I'm probably going to call this one a draw. So a little bit more kind of evenly matched there. So we can have a look at the multitasking component to see how they compare. I think the first one was a lot faster there on the Z. And again, getting a lot of reloading here, which is not what we like to see. 4 gigs of RAM versus 3 gigs of RAM. Again, straight in there on the right, so that's about 3-0, 4-0 to the Z5. If you want your multitasking, no doubt the Z5 is pretty beast. Camera is slow though, if you ask me. You can see the V10 very quick for the camera, which is nice. Twitter. But you can see for everything else, pretty much it is the Z5 dominating here. We do have the games, and again, no reloading. This reloaded. And also we do have FIFA. So both kept it in memory, but I think you can see quite definitively the Z5 is better multitasker at the moment. No questions asked. So you know, if you like your multitasking, that is one aspect where the Z5 does shine. However, I'm quite surprised to say that the V10 is definitely faster when it comes to the app opening, as well as browsing is about mixed on both of them, which is amazing considering this is Snapdragon 808. So very nice optimization going on there for LG's phone, and obviously some people might be interested in the camera performance here. 23 megapixel camera, which is rumoured to be going into the Galaxy S7. I think Samsung are quite interested in it because they're impressed with the Z5's results here, and with the update I was expecting some good performance as well, gains, and I'm not disappointed actually. I think the camera is among the best on the Z5 when it comes to your like day-to-day shots. I think the only real differentiator is in terms of the low light, where LG has really done a lot of work to get like the maximum aperture at 1.8. So we can have a look here at the comparison on the screens. So you can see I did do some macro shots, and I definitely think I do enjoy the macro on the Z5 that little bit more. You can definitely see from this shot it looks a lot more colourful and you know, more contrasty, whereas it did look a little bit faded with this shot on the V10, but that's just a one-off. Generally every shot that I've taken with the V10 has been absolutely beautiful. And very comparable here. This is a HDR shot, so you can see some very nice colours here. Nice shot of a chair. So another macro here, which I think again more colourful, lively on the Z5 compared to the V10, which is a little bit more washed out here. But you know, you can have a look for yourself. Nevertheless, you know, you can be the expert judge here. I did take some lower light shots in like what do you call it, super dry as well, so you can see how it is like in indoor settings. And I have to say they were both quite good in that particular setting. But you know, software updates can continue to roll down and improve the performance here. I think I've definitely seen an improvement of performance compared to how it was before on the Z5. So you know, that is something to look out for. So as you can see from the video recording, you're getting your optical image stabilization in the V10, which does an amazing job at keeping things very nice and smooth. But we've already talked about the Z5 being among the best when it comes to the electronic stabilization that it employs with the steady shot feature. I don't think anything can touch that at the moment still, as well as the focusing speed is amazingly fast there. So if you like your video recorders, the Z5 is definitely the phone to go for. So at the end of the day, you can see there are some differences here in the performance and in terms of obviously the build quality. I think the build quality will be very subjective to what people enjoy. If you're looking for your premium, like a golden trinket like build quality, this is probably the best on the market right now. Feels very light and high quality, like a golden nugget. Whereas I think the V10 is more appealing to the person who likes the rugged kind of masculine phones. They have added a little bit of premium with these chrome kind of bezels here, but it feels a lot more rugged compared to the glass, as well as the materials on the Z5 that like we do get now. So an acquired taste, I think, when it comes to the build qualities really. Obviously getting your dual screen here would be cool if Sony started to add be a bit more kind of adventurous when it comes to trying new things. You got Samsung with its curved display. Even BlackBerry's coming with the Priv with a curved display. But then again, we are getting the Z5 Premium with a 4K display, so that should be very hitting new ground, and I'm looking forward to getting that in to check it out. Just a quick little comparison here between these two. Hope you did enjoy, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.